we're in our location. We're going to take our hero turns. We don't have to refresh any cards. I have my lovely counter here. And we will go to the dice cam, battle cam / not rolling on the board. And where I can lay the cards out, and hopefully you can see it a little bit better to do any dice rolls. But I digress. So we have 3 actions. We're going to start with Gavin. Oh, I should show you the altar pool. So let me do this right quick. So this is our situation in the altar pool. We have a water, a holy, a wind, a dark, and an earth. So that's cool. So what are we going to do? Well, I think to start out with, let's exhaust Gavin's ability, which uses earth to give a hero an inspiration token. And we're going to put that inspiration token, we're going to put that on Gavin. Actually, no, we're going to put that on, we're going to put that on Gavin. So that is not an action, so we're going to re-roll this. Oh, that is beautiful. This is good. I was hoping that would be the case. His next action is going to be to move. His movement is 4. He is actually going to use his Illuminary Pendant. So let's look at the Illuminary Pendant right quick. And if I use this again, I probably won't go to it. So let's go to that right now. All right. So his Illuminary Pendant has an exhaust effect, 2 exhaust effects. After here within range rolls dice for a test, they discard an inspiration to add 1 critical to the result. We're not doing a test. We're going to use it for the bottom, which is we use holy. Each hero within range gains an inspiration. So we're just going to go ahead straight up, give everybody an inspiration. So an inspiration will go on to Gavin. So now he has 2. And this other one will go to Willow. And that's a good start, I think. All right, so we're back here. So we still have our 3 actions. So remember, we can move up to 3 spaces with an action. So I think we're going to go maybe into this room, since it's pretty close. Right there. So Gavin's going to go 1, 2. It's going to be a reveal. So we're going to put a door there. And let's see what we draw. So we're going to draw a feature. Feature card. And our feature card is, it's a good one to have early. Locked chest. Activate adjacent to this feature may place 1 search token on this card to draw 1 search card. So it's guaranteed find. That's awesome. And then, of course, we can interact and search. We can reveal additional search cards, basically. So that is our feature. We're going to draw a quest card. You could swear that you've been here. I don't know how. This is the first room we've been to before. Maybe you were drugged through here earlier in your chapters. You can probably find some clues here. When revealed, attach this card to the room's feature card. We can interact. When we overcome this card, 3. Now notice the 3P, so it's going to take 6 progress. They may look at the bottom 2 cards of the feature deck, then either return them to the bottom in any order you choose, or place 1 card on top and 1 on the bottom. So this would be a way, basically, for us to kind of mill through and find the altar card, so that we could get it out quick, and then maybe just sprint through rooms to get on the stairs tile. That is pretty good. So we're going to attach that to that, and that will be that card, which is a really tall card because of that. Right, so next we have to draw no. First we got to put out, I got it right here. So first we have to put this out right there. All right, and then we're going to draw, first minion is actually an event. Endless Thirst event. When revealed, each hero gains 1 threat token and must test 3. If failed, that hero must either suffer 2 damage or draw a threat card. All right, so let's do this. Let's actually, you know what? We're going to take this card. We're going to go over to the dice cam. and see what's going on over there. All right, here we're at the dice cam. So what are we gonna do? Let's do what the card says. Oh man, we both gain threat tokens. That's no bueno. So there's a threat token. There's a threat token. Okay, that sucks. And then each hero must test Moon with a test of 3. Okay, so this is a good example of the awesomeness of Willow, right? So Gavin goes first. He has a 2. Nothing to help him with that, unfortunately. So let's roll. Oh, my Lanta. Wow. Okay. Well, that's 2 criticals, and the other 2 are 2 successes. Holy crap, guys! That you know me. That never happens. That never happens. Wow, that is an awesome roll. So that means that Gavin did, in fact, pass that test. Awesome. I did not expect him to do that. Willow is got the 2. We do not have fire in the pool, so she's only going to be rolling 3 dice. So we'll see what happens with 3 dice. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, and a focus so far, but that is a crit. 4. Okay, 4 and a focus. Well, we just needed 3 to pass the test. We passed the test. Awesome. And there is dark, though. So she's going to gain this focus. That's going to go to Willow. There is darkness, so we have to do the darkness effect. Each character must resist 3 of the same test. All right? So we're going to go back to the top. This is a resist check of 3. We're going with Gavin, who starts with 2 dice. Unfortunately, he's already exhausted his Illuminary Pendant, or he could use that. So we'll see what happens. 1, 2. Oh man, is this a 3? This is a 3. 1 more success. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, awesome. He's good to go. He doesn't take any damage. Willow, she goes next. Same test, looking for a 3. Okay, so 1, 2 successes with a crit. With a crit. There's another success. Oh gosh, there's another success. So that's 3 successes. That passes the test. That's also 2 focus tokens. Holy crap. 2 focus tokens. Amazing. There we go. 2 focus tokens. So she is going to get 2 focus tokens, which is awesome. And then they're both going to get a threat token, which is a bit unfortunate. And because we had used the dark altar die, we will have to reroll it. We get wind. Not great. So let's go back to the dungeon and continue our exploration. Alright, here we are back at the dungeon. So remember, we moved 1, 2, 3, so that was 1 action. Also, I think maybe a better way, since just trying to use the game components, these do come with the game. Normally you would just flip these to like the darker side as opposed to the lighter side. I'm just going to leave these out here, and as I do an action, take it off the board. So I've taken 1 off the board for his move action. Second action, going to be a move again. I mean, why not? And we'll probably go out, and I don't know, we'll either go up into this room or into this room. I haven't decided. But we're definitely going to move beside this chest, and then we're going to search the chest. So 1, 2, 1, 2. This will go here, 3. That's the second action. And then the third action will be, oh, you know what? Yep. Actually, we're going to do another test. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a task test for this chest to try to get that card going out of it, because when we activate this card, bad stuff's going to happen. So let's go roll that. All right, here we go. We're going to roll this test. This test is an interact. It says interact 3, task 1. And just because this kind of always confuses me, this interact here, which I know is hard to see, but it has a parentheses beside it. It's got a 3. That is the range. So I'd have to be within range 3 of the chest in order to attempt this. Obviously, Gavin is by the chest because he wants that activate effect from the chest itself. But we're hoping for good things from Gavin. By using this task here. Hopefully his luck will be very good. We're hoping. So this is a task. This is a 2 task for him. It is a task 1, so that means that it's going to cancel 1 success. And we'll see what happens. All right. So unfortunately, only 2 successes. And I don't have any kind of reaction card that I could play that might perhaps bolster that success from either him or Willow. So that will stand. So what will happen now is we're going to take a progress token, and we're going to put that here. Now remember, the 3P means 3 times the number of players. So we would need a total of 6. Well, you can't see all my digits. 6 to pass. So it's going to be a minute before we get to that point. But we are making progress. And having completed that test, it is the end. That is the 3rd action for Gavin. So we're going to draw his card from his deck. He gets lead by example. Action, you may move up to 3 spaces and attack with orange, which for him is a 2. Before rolling dice for the test, you may discard 1 inspiration to reduce the target's defense by 1. So that's another good way to use inspiration. Wow, and the bottom with that earth is getting inspiration and an armor token, which is very, very nice. So that will take care of him. That'll go into his hand. That completes his turn. So now let's go to Willow and see what she can do. All right, here we are with Willow. She has her 3 actions. So what is she going to do? All right, so what is she going to do? Well, I think she is going to kind of get the whole melody token thing going. So first thing she's going to do is she is going to move to get closer to Gavin, obviously. So that's going to be 1 action. That's going to go away. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3. That'll get her to the door. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our player board and use her action on her player card. All right. So just as a reminder what that is exactly, it uses wind. We do have wind. Place a melody token on a hero character card or an enemy card. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to exhaust that. And again, you've seen me do this before. I usually put like one of those search tokens just to make a note to myself that has been used. And we're going to take the melody token and we're going to place it on her for now. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to also play a card, but this is going to be a fake card. It's going to require a test. So let's go to the dice tray to see what we get. All right. Put this little thing down here just to hopefully help you see the card a little bit better. Make it more of a easier thing to read. So what we're doing is we're going to do a test here. The test is a purple test, which I believe is like charisma or something like that. That is her best skill, which has a 3. Also, before we forget, we do need to roll the altar die for the wind that we exhausted for her previous ability we just did. So let's go ahead and roll that. That is not what I wanted. We don't want dark. So, the test for the melody, and notice that says that you place one melody token on each hero character. There is no distance on that. So the successes, we just distribute it however we want. Notice that there is Earth in the pool. So we can choose here to perform an action, and I think we're actually going to use that to have Gavin perform a search on the chest. But first, let's do her regular test for the melody tokens. Okay, so we get a 3 there. So that means we're going to be able to distribute 3 melody tokens amongst her and Gavin. So for that, we're going to put 2 on Gavin and 1 on her, because then they'll both have 2 apiece and give them some options. After we do that, the next thing we're going to have to do, we're going to go ahead and use that Earth to choose a hero and let them perform another action. So let's get these out of the way. We'll go ahead and roll that Earth. And the Earth, gosh, that is, again, not what we wanted to see. That really sucks. That really, really, really sucks. This is a feat, so it doesn't cost an action, which is good. So actually, you know what? No. We're going to do something different. We're going to use this instead of Gavin. We're going to have her move to the chest to try to get rid of drawing the threat card from this quest card that's attached to the chest. So let's go back. Well, no, we'll stay here. You've seen that. So remember that chest test is a task 1. Actually, you know what? Let's go back. Nope, she's got to move first. So let's go get her over there, and then she can do the test. All right, so her next action is going to be a move action. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3. So now she is right beside it. So now let's do the test with her second actual action and see what we get. So this card goes away. This is a discarded card. So, whoa, easy killer. There we go. So that test is a moon test, which again, she has a 2, a 3. Oh, nope, it's afflict or resist. Never mind. That ring's only inflict or resist. That sucks. Okay, well, so she's just rolling 2, but 2's better than none, right? I will note, remember the ring lets us, for fire, during your moon test, gain additional die. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually use one of the melody tokens that we just used. That's going to come off of her. And that we're going to use that as a fire. So now she will have 3 dice for this test. So we really need to get rid of that because we do not need to draw threats if we don't have to. Alright, so there's 1, 2 successes and 2 focus. I could do 4 focus, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to use 1 focus to make it 3 successes, and then I'm going to use, oh man, she has 3. Now we're going to use 2 focus. So 2 of these focus we're going to use off of her to make that a total of 4 successes. Now we do have to subtract 1, which means a total of 3 successes is what we have. So we're going to take these 3 tokens, put that on the chest, which is going to be 4 total progress, which is really good. And actually, while we're here, we might as well stay here, because as her next regular action, her final regular action, so we're going to spend this last regular action token, she is going to do just, she's going to do the same thing again, actually. She's got the melody token, she might as well use it. Yeah, so these go away. She still has one focus, so that's good. So we're rolling that. Oh, wow, really? Where were you at before? That's 3 successes. 4 successes. My lord. Get some focus. 5 successes. Okay, swell. That is that is plenty of successes. So what that means, if we look at the card, is it says, is it easier here? Maybe it's easier. It's not really much easier. It's really not easier because it's so far away, isn't it? When a hero overcomes this card, they may look at the bottom 2 cards of the feature deck, then either return them to the bottom of the deck in any order, or choose one and place it on top, and place the other card on the bottom. The important part is, what do we get rid of? We got rid of that activate effect where we're drawing enemy cards. So, good job. That's what we wanted to do. So, we draw the top 2 cards. No, wait, did it say the top or the bottom? Bottom 2 cards. So, we're going to take our feature deck. Here's our feature deck. Stop doing that. We're going to take the bottom 2 cards. Boom, boom. So here is the bottom 2 cards. And let's see what we have. So we have the weapon rack and the alchemy desk. Ooh. Both on bottom, or one on top, one on bottom. That is a tough decision because the alchemy desk is going to give us healing. The weapon rack is going to give us damage in the next room, because we know whatever the next room is we open, we'll see that. But that means whichever one we don't choose, we won't see until the end. So, yeah, I think we're going to go with the weapon rack. As much as I would like to see this one, there may be another card, and I don't know this for sure. There may be another card that does something similar where we could get this one back on the top. But if nothing else, if it's towards the end, then it's going to give us the opportunity possibly to have a little bit of healing if we need just a little bit of something in order to get out towards the end of the dungeon if we're running low on health. So we're going to put this weapon rack on top and the alchemy on the bottom, and that will finish all of her actions. So we'll go to Willow, draw her card, and then proceed with the fun stuff of the threat turn, and the quest turn, and the villain turn, and the no good turns. Alright, so let's see what she draws. I would also note as well that now we at least know that the altar card was not in the bottom 2, so it's not the very bottom card, so it's a little closer to the top. And her card is the Battle Hymn. Green, she's got a 2 in. This is an action. Before you attack, you may discard 1 melody token from any card to add +1 to this attack. Ooh, from any card. And then that's a range of 4. Either move 3 spaces or deal damage to an enemy within range 3. So that's a good one. So that's going to go into her hand. That's going to complete her turn. That's going to complete both of their turns. So now we're going to go to the threat turn. And let's start with Gavin. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll start with her because there's nothing there. She doesn't have any threat. And then he doesn't have any threat. So actually, just like that, that's over. So now let's go to the villain turn. Alrighty, so the villain step. Activate. Each minion heals 1 damage. If there is no minion in play, each character must do a resist check of test of 3. There are no minions, so if there are no minions in play, so there aren't, so this is kind of a negative. We both have to do a resist 3 check, and also there is darkness in the pool, so we will have to either discard a focus or suffer a damage. So let's go to the dice tray and see what the dice gods are going to do with us next. Hopefully it's going to be successes. Alrighty, here we are at the dice tray. We're going to go ahead and roll this because we know we have to. That way we don't forget. Water, okay. That's cool. Alright, so we're going to do a resist 3 check with each of these heroes. We'll start with Willow. She has 3 dice. So we'll see what she gets. She gets 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's what we needed. Note that she has 2 focus showing there. Definitely going to take the focus because that's going to come in handy here in just una momento. Gavin. This is not good for Gavin. He's only got 2 dice for this. So let's see what happens with the old Gavin. 2 successes. So that's going to be 1 damage. Note it is a resist, so that means he has to take the damage. He can't, slough it off. So he's going to take a damage. And that is going to conclude, currently, the villain turn. So next we'll go into the quest turn. Okay, let's do this again. So, there is no minion threat, like no minion, but there is this card in each of their respective areas. So, wow. So either they have to draw a lurker card or draw a card from the alert deck. So I'm gonna opt to draw a card from the alert deck, I think. Probably for both of them, but we'll start with Willow, and because Gavin has the same card. I really don't want to draw a lurker because the problem with lurkers is that it could be anything, and with this and Ravenspire, or not Ravenspire, with the expansion, that could just be absolutely detrimental early on, especially. So we're just going to probably draw the alert cards and try to keep our sneaking status active for as long as we possibly can. All right, here we are. We're going to draw the alert cards. So we're going to start, as I said, with Willow. And now I will note that there's only 7 of these alert cards. So we're really only going to be able to do this for 2 or 3 rounds before we're going to have to start drawing stuff. So we kind of, in a way, need to keep moving. But it is what it is. So we'll start with her. What do we get? Test 4, failed, place 1 quest token or your sneaking card. Okay, good news. That is the best thing for her to test. It's at least a 3. We can make it a 4. We can make 4 dice on this. We don't want those quest tokens because those quest tokens are going to be bad news bears. All right, so that's going to be 2 dice plus 1 because it is a test. Nope. You know what? Dang it. She's going to be able to do 3. I keep forgetting. That ring doesn't let you do tests. That is unfortunate. So she's going to spend her last melody token, and she's going to roll 3 dice. And it is a test 4, so let's hope we get lucky. And there is a, what was that, a test 4? That is a fail. So she is going to put a quest token, which is one of these tokens, on her card. So we'll set that right there for now. The second is for Gavin. Either suffer 2 damage or place 1 quest token on your card. Now he has 12 health. I think he's going to take the damage. There's some ways to heal. So I think he's going to take the 2 damage. I think that's the best thing. I may regret that later, but that's what we're going to do. So he's going to take the 2 damage. And this, by the way, was for the threat turn. I kind of skipped past it. We already did the villain turn. I forgot about those sneaking cards. I'm used to just, I was by default looking for a minion. So, yeah, he's going to take the 2 damage. She's going to get the quest token on hers. And then we're going to go to the quest turn, and that will complete our first turn. Alright, so the next thing we need to do, we did the first, kind of going out of sequence here this first time, I apologize. It's been a minute since I played this, so I'm getting back into it. We did the activate effect for Winona 1, but what we did not do is draw a card. So, we have, Crawling Terror. That does not look good. Each hero must either discard a card or resist 4. Yikes. Well, it's going to be discarding cards, I think, because none of our resists are very good. So we're going to do that. Alright, so these are our 2 discards. This is Willow's discard. Battle Hymn. I liked having to be able to get rid of that shadow, but the other cards were better. So that's the one we're pitching. It's a discard for her. And the discard for Gavin was a moving attack. It was really good. It put stuff down as far as defense, and I could gain an inspiration and armor, but again, I think there's some stuff better in there that's going to help us out, so we're going to discard those. And those are discarded, and we're going to start the quest turn. So we're going to go in order down the row here. So we're going to start with the quest card. Each hero without a copy of Sneaking in their threat area draws a threat card. Everybody has Sneaking. Each hero with 3 or more quest tokens on their Sneaking card is discarded. Nobody does. So we go to the Storm Altar. Activate. Each hero may discard 1 focus to change the altar die to a result of their choice. Now, we have to discard a focus to do that. Notice, if you remember in the pool, we had wind. So this bottom effect is going to happen. So that's going to say each hero with no focus suffers a damage. So we need to get that changed. So Willow is actually going to spend one of the 3 focus that she has to change the altar die to one of our choice, which is important. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to change this wind dice. We're going to change it to an earth die because Gavin is going to be able to use this to do some damage with his great axe. I would think in the next room we're probably going to get some minions. So that's what we're going to do that. So that's going to go back into the altar pool. Then we would activate wind. Well, there is no wind now, so we skip that. We go now to the locked chest. Each hero adjacent in this feature may place 1 search token on this card to draw a search card. So we're going to go ahead, since we're here, and guarantee a search, right? Because both heroes are adjacent. So that's going to be 2 cards from our search deck here. So there's our 2 cards. The top one will be Gavin, and the bottom one will be Willow. So Gavin is going to draw Ancient Scroll. Change up to 2 altar dice to the result of your choice as a use, or we can exhaust it to roll an altar die. Okay. Interesting. Willow's is going to be a Potion of Fortitude. She's got a Fortitude. That's the blue red. So that's actually a 1 for her. Before rolling dice for your Fortitude test, gain 2 for that test. That's used. It's actually good for her because she only has 1 in that. So that potentially will give her a 3. It is a consumable. It only has a use action, not an exhaust action. Notice, if we look at what we just drew, the Ancient Scroll, you'll notice the Ancient Scroll is both a use and an exhaust. So in this case, we could choose to exhaust it for the bottom effect, or this better effect with the use, which is changed to the results of our choice. This exhaust is just going to let us reroll 1, which you don't know what you're going to get. So that's why it's not a use effect. So that's awesome. That's going to go into their areas, and that is going to complete that, and we're going to start the next phase after we place these two on the chest. So when we do searches there, it's going to be much, much harder. All right, cool.